Hello, what's up guys? Saturday night around 11 p.m. and the situation in Zimbabwe is quite real. We are facing challenges with electricity, but we have to fix some things, okay? So what do we have? We have some kind of common jobs nowadays. Common jobs, common faults. Trust me, I fix a lot of TVs with such kind of faults. Let me plug in this TV. It's an Echo 40-inch TV. Let's see what exactly this TV is doing. So I'll plug the AC. Which side? Okay, I'm on the wrong side. I have to do it like this in order for you to see. Here, maybe you can't see. Here, we do have the standby light, and I want you to pay attention to the screen, okay? Standby light, we have the red light there. Let's power on the TV. On, you can see echo, just in a flashing echo log, and the TV goes off. Yesterday I fixed the TV, same problem. I think by now we have to know what kind of fault do we have here. If we have a flashing log, it means my backlights, they are okay. But we have something on the motherboard. Trust me. So let me unplug the charger. Let me take down the TV. I'll ask for my assistant to open the TV. Open this one. Check all the screws. Put it there on top of the there. So 1 second. 1 second. So let me explain a few things here. Let me adjust my webcam here. Yeah, that should be fine. So what is happening here? We have the AC in, that's the AC in, and we have the primary, the watt side of the power supply here. On the other side, we have the secondary, or the cold side of the power supply, switching power supply. And let's concentrate on the secondary, because that's where we do have all the outputs for the power supply. We have many outputs. We have here on the secondary, we have 12 volts power supply, we have 5 volts for the standby, we have 3.3 for the processor. And we have maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 volts depending on the size of TV. Let's say 50 volts for the backlights. So in order to have a voltage here, in order to have a voltage 50 volts here on the output, This 50 volts is coming from a power supply, a switching power supply, where we have a power supply, and on the output of power supply we have some electrolyte capacitors. I found 2 or 3, can be 35 volts, 35 volts, maybe 470 micro, about 2 or 3, can be 100 volts, can be capacitor of different sizes. So if we have maybe 2 or 3 capacitors here, and one of the capacitor has got a bump on top here, a bump, some kind of, what do we call it, bulged capacitors. Instead of having 50 volts on the output here, instead of having straight voltage here, DC out 50 volts, we'll be having something like this. Here we have 50, here we have 40, 48, 42, 49. I mean something like a fluctuation of voltage on the output. And the LEDs, they will be connected either in series or in parallel. They will sense both the backlight circuit. The LEDs are smart these days, the way how they are made. If there's anything on the output, the power supply, on the output of the power supply, every switching power supply these days, we do have a current sensor which is sensing some voltage on the output. If there's any fluctuation, what this current sensor is doing is sending a signal to the processor to cut down the power on this certain power supply. Okay, so that's what is happening here. So clearly here we have a fluctuation on the output of the backlights. The voltage is not stable because of mostly I found capacitors on the output with such kind of problem. So let me take the board out and then we'll check together. Okay, so we just finish stripping the TV, and you can see here we have the AC connector, and we have the big double line which is separating the hot side and the cold side. Okay, exactly what I told you. Let's concentrate on the secondary. And here you can see we have two connectors for the backlights here, and that's the coil. Next to the coil we have the switching MOSFET which is switching this coil, and what do we have? We do have two capacitors here, two capacitors. If we check those capacitors clearly, this one is flat, this one has got a bump. So trust me, this is the most well paid job, because I found a lot of TVs with the same fault. Okay, so this guy, you see this guy here with a bump, and that's 35 volts, 330 microfarads. Clearly that is our problem. Trust me, this week I fixed more than 10 TVs. Same fault. Just replacing capacitor, the TV will work again. So let's replace that capacitor quickly. We don't want to waste time here. The fault is clear. Nothing to check. Because you have to understand few things on the backlight thing. If you have a flashing log, it means that the backlights are okay. But we have something on the motherboard. That's how I see things. Let's look for another capacitor, same value, 35470, 35330. This one almost the same. Easy. I wish I could have such kind of jobs on daily basis. I wish I could have such kind of jobs on daily basis, you know, because you don't need to stress yourself trying to find out what is the fault. All you need is to check. And this has become the most common fault. Trust me. Most common fault. And something easy to fix, obviously. Our capacitor is now in place. And basically that's all. Basically that's all what you have to do. That's the bad guy with a bump, you can see. Let's go to a bump on top. So this capacitor is gone. So we replace with our new capacitor. So I'll put all together and we'll come back for testing, okay? I think my assistant just finished to put all together. And it's now time for testing. So let's plug in again. Where is our standby light? Here, you see here we do have the standby light, and let's power on the TV on. You see echo, AV, everything. Our TV is working fine. So yeah, I like this kind of jobs because it's becoming common these days. When you see a TV coming, I bet 60% will be this fault. Okay, so I'll stop this video now. Like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates. See you on the next game. Bye.